Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you are watching this. So this is going to be some new material that we are covering today. We are switching away from unit rate, but we're actually going to use unit rate to solve some of these problems, but we're going to be looking at solving percent problems using a double number line. So we're still focusing kind of on that ratio aspect. So you may want to get a piece of paper to take some notes. This will help you with your percent assignment that you need to complete after you finish this video. So let's take a look at this first problem. A baseball pitcher won 80% of the games he pitched. If he pitched 30 ball games, how many games did he win? So the first thing we're going to do is make a double number line. In your packet that you're going to do today, this is going to be created for you and you're just going to fill in the blanks. So on this side, we're going to put 100%. So this would be 100% of the games he played, where this would be 0%. So 100% of the games, if he won 100% of his games and he had a total of 30 ball games, that would be he would have won 30 games. But we are looking for 80%. So we're going to put 80% right now. But because we can't just do a quick, easy move from 100% down to 80, we're actually going to go down to 10% first. What if he only won 10% of his games? So to go from 100% to 10%, you would divide by 10. So that means you're going to do the same thing. Oh, look, there's that rule. Miss Gillum likes to say it all the time. What you do to one thing, you have to do the other. So since we're changing the 100% down to 10%, we're going to change the 30 divided by 10. So if he only won 10% of his games, then that would only be 3. Now we are going to go from 10% to 80%, which is times 8. So that means we also need to do 3 times 8, which gives us 24. So if he won 80% of the games he pitched, he would have won 24 of his games. So he won 24 games in this problem. Okay? Okay, question 2. Mr. Gillum took Miss Gillum on a dinner date. The dinner bill was $60. We went somewhere fancy. And he wants to leave a 20% tip for the waitress. So a tip means money you are going to give the waitress for doing a great job, because waitresses don't make that much money for just being there. They make money on the tips. So that's why they're super nice to you when you're at restaurants. So we're going to find out what type of tip Mr. Gillum should leave. So we're going to make our double number line. So 100% tip would be the same amount as the bill. So the dinner bill was $60. So that would be 100% tip. Okay, somebody must have been an amazing waitress to get 100% tip. We need to get to 20% of that tip. So you could do this one of two ways. You could either go down to 10% or you could go straight to 20%. It is completely up to you. So I'm just going to go straight to 20%. Well, 100% down to 20% is a divide by 5. So that means I'm going to do the same thing for the 60. I'm going to divide it by 5. So 60 divided by 5. 5 goes into 6 one time. With a remainder of 1, bring your 0 down. You have 10. That goes in there twice with no remainder. So if Mr. Gillum was going to leave a 20% tip for the waitress, he's going to leave $12 extra. That'd be a total cost of $72 for your meal. Some of you that might have wanted to go down to 10%, you would just do 100 divided by 10 to get the 10%, which would give you 6, and then you would just double that to get the 20. Also, something you will see in your practice is the 0%. If you give 0% of a tip, that's going to be $0. Okay, so our next question is actually a Shark Tank question. We're going to watch a really short video. All copyright goes to ABC Shark Tank for this quick snippet about Scrub Daddy.
Philadelphia, and I'm known as the daddy of Scrub Daddy. the cutest but most high-tech scrubbing tool in the world. Today, I'm seeking a $100,000 investment in exchange for 10% equity in the Scrub Daddy business. It's the greatest kitchen scrubbing tool you ever used because Scrub Daddy completely changes its texture by just adjusting your...
So in the video, he offered $100,000 for 10% of his company. So the question is, how much would 100% of his company cost? So for this one, you would need, we're going to make our double number line, but this time, we don't know what 100% is. That is what is missing in this one. We're trying to find that out. But we do know what our 10% is. So if we're looking at this, to go from 10% to 100%, that is more 10 by 10. Okay. And this is 100,000. So if I multiply 100,000 by 10, that would give you 1 million. So he is saying that his company is worth $1 million. So that would be your answer. And that's exactly how you're going to do the ones on your slides as well. Okay, you are now finished with this video. The next step is to go do the practice. That is what is going to be assigned because I can't check that you watch this video. So you need to make sure you complete the practice that is on the Google Slides below.